fire. God grant you help.
I'd like to try.
A bit cocky, ain't you? I'll never learn as some say you should. Let's fight.
I still don't feel in.
Right, lad.
Can I? Thank.
Hey, fellow, do you want to earn a few extra coins? We've met before, haven't we?
Come to think, yeah.
So, you know how it goes. The bet is 5 groschen. I'll give you a riddle.
That sounds good. Let's do it.
Pay close attention. There was once a merchant who had a magic pouch. When the merchant put 1 coin in it, so he waited until the following morning, and lo and behold, after 60 days, the pouch was completely full. My question's this: in how many days would the pouch have filled up if the merchant had put...
The same. 6.
No, the correct answer's 59. It may seem that the pouch will fill in only half the time, but in fact you will... Oh, don't you fret. Very few people can figure out...
Not if I...
Jesus.
Have a word with him. It would help me greatly. What is it then?
It's about this.
What?
You heard?
I'm what's eager, aren't you? I'm pleased to meet you.
My... In short,
You can't duel,
but
I suppose so.
like...
No doubt you carry some coin.
I...
So you can bet that then.
Wait, well, what about me?
I'm giving you a chance.
Way off! Here you are. Everything I had saved for my travels. Oh well. At least things will be more adventurous now. Are you serious?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Hey! What's happened?
Things are bad. Very
Plague.
indeed so.
I heard the bandit.
Luckily, young Straw saw them still over by the cross and woke the whole village. We even captured...
Who attacked you?
I don't know, some bandits. Ever since Skalitz was...
Did you put up a...
We most certainly did. Once Melikar heard young Straw shouting to the hills,
Good on you. How did it...
we gave 'em what for until they turned tail and ran. But they cut up young Straw.
Who are Melika?
That's right. You're not from round here, are you? Melikar's the one looking after things round here now. Before that, it was down to... or was, I should say. The bandits sorted that.
I'm looking for Matthias. He works as a state...
Matthias? The brigands got him, poor lad.
Tell me more about this plague.
Worse than you can imagine. The old stud, livestock, sheep, chickens, all dead or dying.
I'm sorry to hear... I'd like to talk to you.
I see. Well, if you stand at the main gate of the...
Where will I find...
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look...
Thanks.
Be a bit more careful.
pal? You're a sight for sore eyes.
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate.
Sir Radzig? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate.
Yeah, something like that. But that's not important right now.
Well, I'm glad to see you have a job. Lots of our old neighbors. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the
Damn! Are you alright?
Well, that
But you've been hurt.
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all. My arm's badly broken.
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive.
Aye, old Melachar let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn. But be careful.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. Melachar still hasn't decided what to do.
I can tell you what he'll do with him. He'll hand him over to Sir Radzig.
I doubt Melachar will let him go willingly. The folk here are baying for blood. Lives have been lost. First the raid, and now this...
Can you describe...
I don't know. They came at dusk, so you couldn't see their faces. About 20 of them. They weren't humans, though. They spoke...
You talked to them?
No. They were shouting at us. They were very sure of themselves to begin with, but when we hit them in the woods, they didn't look so brave.
I know you've got...
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told Melachar, who roused the whole village, and everyone grabbed what they could. Pitchforks, axes...
What? You must...
Aye, and that was the key. It was the A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torch it. But even the women here were armed with what they...
I hear one...
Aye, old Melachar.
Why's that?
That fucker...
I understand old Straw wants revenge, but first I have to question that.
Good luck, then.
About this sick... What are the signs that someone...
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing their guts up and...
Has anyone died from it?
Aye, old Verba. Although he was already on his last legs, so either way.
Who's ill?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much.
Can I ask you a bit about...
I haven't been here long enough to learn much, but...
Where can I find this?
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see two...
You're not allowed inside. If you want... Good day to you.
I need to talk to the...
Sorry, no one's allowed inside.
But I'm Sir Radzig Cobbler's envoy, and I urge...
I don't care if you're the Pope's envoy. I can't let... If you want to talk to the captive...
I need...
You again.
Are you Melachar?
Aye, that's...
I need to speak with the...
And why is that?
Henry, envoy of Sir Radzig Cobbler. I'm here...
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here.
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here.
Well, since you serve...
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand
Yes, I know him.
and he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. You'll hank her if she's actually there.
It might have crossed you.
People are barely venturing outside their own homes. And besides, you're the envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyler himself.
Very well.
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself?
Very well. I'll make...
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses. But don't stay too long in those homes.
That...
Go away. Leave me alone.
Jesus, lad, what are you doing here?
I'm here because of it. The monastery sent me.
God bless you, boy. It's about.
I need to know exactly what...
Oh, I see. Well, I have a dreadful fever. My wife, too.
Is there anything else?
Well, forgive me for saying so. The shit just pours out of me. I can't keep anything.
You have my thanks.
Wait a minute, will you?
So tell me.
I need to write my will.
I might manage that.
Excellent.
Yes.
I, Vincent, son of Vincent, I bequeath all to my cousin Dobesh, at this time the cobbler in Yanovitz. In no event shall my prodigal son Elia, the layabout and good for nothing, Yes, and then write, the executor of my last will is to be my good friend.
Anything else?
This will was written down by
Henry, presently in fealty to Sir...
Well, I never. That will add some weight. Here, take my ring, so Fabian will...
Where can I find...
Well, where do you think?
Your son, Eli...
Christ almighty! Trying to interfere, are you? What did he do? Everything. Last we heard he was...
All right.
Yes. Go now. Go before you...
What? Have you come for my wife? You've taken my son, but you shan't take my wife.
I've come to help your wife.
To help her over to the other side.
I'm sorry that they killed your son. I truly am sorry. But if you don't want that disease to take your wife, you'll let...
Aye.
There.
Huh?
Something like that.
Then go to it.
Fever. Just like Melichar's wife. Fever. Just like Melichar's wife. Fever. Just like Melichar's wife.
Leave me be.
Damn.
Why has this happened? Who are you? Can't you see we have...
My name is Henry.
It's long past time. The Lord's already... And what do you want from me?
I need to know how the illness afflicts...
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband.
Tell me first. I need to go around other infected houses too.
Thank you. My husband had the fever all over.
Anything else?
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with rocks. He was writhing all night.
Thank you.
Why? Do something. My God, over there. God's sake, there. Over there.
You, stop right where you are. Surrender! I was told you were dragging a lifeless... Personally, I'd rather string you up. But unfortunately...
All right, that's enough. Maybe you didn't realize, but I'm in the service...
I didn't know.
Brother, dearest.
Yes, it's...
Everyone is nearly here. Wait, you're not my brother? You're one of those brutes, brother!
Brother, don't you recognize me? It's me. I was gone for a long time. I've come up...
Yes, I'm thirsty. Terribly thirsty. I feel like I'm...
You didn't think this one through, did you, boys?
Hey! They're after us!
What was that?
Jesus, look where you're going!
What?
Don't even bother. You should have thought twice about what...
All right, that's enough.
I hope they leave soon.
I'm not needed here. I don't know if you've heard about it, but Merhoyed was attacked.
Oh, God.
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but is injured. Before you go...
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Their livestock has... I thought maybe someone here might know...
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, he may know how to deal...
Very well. I'll try to...
Come back when you know more.
Thank you. Tell me... Doesn't end... Can I...
Do you now? And what...
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if...
You do know what you're talking about.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and...
Well, go and see if... Some of the monks speak to me. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian...
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him.
And,
What do you mean, what else?
I could do something about it.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going...
All right.
God bless.
He'll be able to get out of this on his own.
Look where you're going.
Be able to get out of this on his own. You're not from...
No, but please help me.
What happened?
I was working on the building when the
Well...
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive if...
Well, you're pretty battered, but I...
Weeks?
Is there any...
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse. And an old hag from the village gave...
And do you remember...
I don't.
I'll try to find...
Thank you.
He just needs to sleep. These wounds have been well taken care of.
Christ,
What are you making such
a fuss? Because of my leg, it hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning on...
What?
I can't. I forgot.
He'll be able to get out of this on his own. You're the one who's in...
Yes?
Monk's so old.
But I should...
I'd like to learn... a bit of everything.
Can you now?
I do.
In that case, you've come to the right place. Go to the herb garden, take a good look at what's growing there, and then pull up the...
Poking around.
If you prefer to carve people up with a sword...
Do you know any...
I'm not an expert.
Well, one of the workers who was injured during construction would like to... He mentioned some...
Herbs.
Oh. Purple herb.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but you can have a look in the herbarium here.
Some kind of disease has taken... Johanka said that you might be able to...
A disease, you said?
Yes, it's very interesting, but can you help these...
I can't say at this point. Tell me.
No, I mean, not yet. Several households have.
Merhoyed? Isn't there a stud farm there?
Yes, there's a stud farm. And they've all died off. The horses, the cattle...
That is What are we to do? Do you know the symptom?
Yes, more or less.
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic in...
Yes, I can.
Excellent. So...
How about...
Certainly.
Reliable?
Some of the brothers... And sometimes, that's the only way...
Thanks.
Evidently there's something,
In the what?
The digestive tract.
Right.
The trouble lies between...
Uh-huh.
We can rule nothing out at this stage. You look in the Breviarum de Sickness Causa. It's a renowned manuscript from Salerno.
But I don't know Latin.
Fortunately for you, our brother librarian is translating these momentous medical... Study the breviary carefully and compare the... I'll try the proven classics. Avicenna and his Canon Medicinae, and Galen...
I've got something for you.
Really?
Drink this, and you're full.
Oh.
Lord, times we live in. Yes, that would make sense. Could it be? No, probably not. Lord, oh Lord, what times we live in. A peculiar case. Whatever can it be? Febris y causa ignota. Lord, oh Lord, what times we live in. Now what have we here? Lord, oh Lord, what times we live in. A peculiar case. Lord, oh Lord, what times we live in. Yes, that would make sense. Yes, that would make sense.
I think I have it.
Yes?
It's poisoning from...
Really? That sounds rather unlikely. But if Master Johann of St. Paul's says so, we shall have to prepare some medicine.
I could help with that.
Really?
Yes.
An ordinary fellow who knows the arts of physic? Who would have thought it? Excellent. I'll give you the recipe. And you have...
I'll get started right away.
I, meanwhile, shall head straight to...
Merhoyed.
Oh, yes, Merhoyed. I'll take Johanka with me.
Thank you, bro. There's one man there who needs your care more urgently than anyone. He's an...
Out of the question. I shall spend time with the sick in order...
Would you teach me?
Certainly.
I'm interested. Wouldn't you rather... Well...
Hey, what?
God be with you.
Brother, is...
Yes, yeah.
Is this...
It is. So here I am.
It doesn't look good at all, my boy.
Yes. Here.
I'll take 4 doses, you take the rest, and let's split up. They wouldn't let me go near that prisoner. They want him to suffer. Despite his terror...
Perhaps I'll be able to convince them. I promised I'd bring them help, and I've kept my word.
I hope so, but in the...
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in... Good health. Don't push...
Henry, I'm glad you...
Tell me more about the situation. All right. One of the...
Semek?
No.
Henry!
Listen.
Then go and... God bless.
When? The day after the raid. The horses were... By afternoon, they were all dead.
You're back.
Of course.
I don't doubt that. Did you deliver?
Not as yet.
Then be quick about it. A man on his deck.
Don't worry. Drink this regularly.
A remedy. You have hand.
God be with you.
We found...
And?
You should check where your water's coming from. Nicodeme?
It'd be hard to poison the spring, but what about the well?
I have my suspicion.
The bastards weren't satisfied with killing young
I brought some...
I will let you, I will. Of course I will. My boy, if you...
Whether I've managed to rid you of the scourge, that remains to be seen. It'll take a few days.
I know, but even so, just the fact that someone cares, that means a lot.
Thanks, Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig is a goodly lord. I swear I'll never... Now open up that... Hey, watch it. Hey!
Welcome back to the lab. My name is Henry, and I'm...
Oh, you'll have an easy job with...
How so?
I won't give you a...
That's sensible of you.
I'm a sensible... Only I'd like to get it over quick and not keep the Ratte executioner busy.
I understand.
What do you want?
Everything. First,
I follow the coin, lad.
That's not news to me, but who paid...
I got my pay from Runt, like all the men in Pribyslavitz. And Runt got his money from the chief.
Who's the chief? The bandit?
Bandit? If he heard you say that, he'd have your head on a spike. That's the kind of man he is.
So he's a foreigner?
Don't think so. For sure he ain't Czech. And he's got plenty of...
Judging by how he looks?
More by the way he talks. Any man can dress up like nobility.
Where's that chief?
I've no idea. After Privislovitz, he ordered us to raid Merhoyed, but he wasn't with us. He went off who knows where.
So the chief is in command of...
You could say. I'd say you're looking at...
How's that?
You ask who's in charge and who answers to who. There was all sorts of gangs in Privislovitz, big and small. Robber barons who had their own brigades calling them my lord. And common men came, men went. Lots of squabbles, the occasional murder.
I suppose so.
It was one big muddle. The main thing was I didn't give a damn who the chief was or what he had in mind or whether he had one ball.
Uh-huh. How did you know about Privislovitz?
A fellow by the name of Moorcock. We met near Kuttenberg. I was robbing burghers who were fleeing the town from Sigismund's army. We got to talking and he told me...
Why did you attack Merhoyed?
The chief himself gave us the order. I reckon he wanted to show the local lords...
So he's planning more raids?
The chief's always planning something.
So you knew the coin was counterfeit?
Of course I did. I brought those groschen to Privislovitz.
Did you? And where did the forgeries come from?
Like, where were they made? I don't know. We used to meet at the charcoal piles near Rovna. By the crossroads there. As it happens, I'm supposed to...
So Menhart's waiting there?
Might be. Might not. He could have heard what happened in Privislovitz and decided...
And does this Menhart know where the coin comes from?
How should I know? To me, he's just another link in the chain. I deal with him, and I never...
I see. So I suppose there's no point asking you if you know any more about...
It'd be a waste of breath. All he did was give me the coin.
Who else knows about...
Apart from the chief, Menhart, Runt and me, there was a few others. The men got some real money.
You said you used to bring other things.
Letters. Menhart would give them to me for the chief.
Have you still got that letter?
Aye. The yokels round here ain't got much...
Give it to me then.
I'd be delighted.
What were the letters of...
If I knew how to read, I wouldn't be trusted to carry letters, would I?
That's all I need to know.
For now, for the love of Christ, boy, don't let the execution...
I can't deny you've been cooperative. I'll do my...
Henry! I think old Straw's come for the brigand.
Step back from that heathen, young fella.
But you can't kill me. Not just like that.
Shut the fuck up, you weasel, and keep it fucking shut. You don't even get a say.
Calm down, Straw. He won't escape justice. After all, he's...
Don't stand in my way, Melikar!
Let Henry decide. He's the one who saved his life.
Let's talk about...
To hell with that. That horse...
I understand, Straw, truly. I lost my parents. It was...
And if you got your hands on the man who killed...
I...
See. Go then. Take that bastard and get out of here.
Where are you keeping him?
I'll kill him. I'll kill him. What's that young fellow up to?